Hi guys, my name is Becca. Welcome back to my channel, and today I am here with a mini April book haul. So you guys remember at the beginning of the month when I did my March book haul, I said that I didn't think I'd be buying any books in the month of April. I lied. So yeah, but I did say that if I did buy some books, I would make a mini book haul because I didn't think I'd be buying many. And I was right. I only bought a few things. Well, I bought a few books physically. God, but I also have some, let me see, like I also have some ebooks that I bought. So, oh gosh, I was trying to like rein it in. I saw how well that went. There's my Kindle app. So let me see if I can even find what, okay, yeah. Okay, so let's see. Well, all right. Okay, so yeah, I'll show you the ebooks first. I bought Raven and Dove, The Raven and the Dove by Caitlin Davis. I pre-ordered this. I just know it's like a fae romance, I want to say. I'm not entirely sure what it's about. Yeah, let me go to... It says, like, for fans of Sarah J. Maas and Sabaa Tahir and Leigh Bardugo. A princess longing to be free on the dawn of her courtship trials, Princess Liana Ithonius, what the frick, knows she should be focused on winning her perfect mate. Yet her thoughts wander to the open sky at the edge of her floating kingdom. One final adventure calls. Upon fleeing the palace, the last thing she expects is to find a raven prince left in the death match with the dragon. A bastard aching to belong, reviled son of a dead king, Rafe would do anything for his beloved half-brother, Prince Lysander Titanis, including posing as him in the upcoming courtship trials. When a dragon interrupts the secret exchange, he orders his studious sibling to run. After suffering a fatal blow, Rafe is saved by a beautiful dove who possesses forbidden magic, just like him. Okay, so that's like half the synopsis, but yeah. Let's see. I also bought Reborn Yesterday by Tessa Bailey. This one I know was like a vampire romance, right? It's like a vampire paranormal romance. Oh, about this book. Let's see. A timeless love story with a bite. Or with bite. Okay. It was a night like any other for funeral home director Jenny Lin until the exceptionally handsome and unfortunately deceased young man on her embalming table sat up, opened his emerald eyes, and changed the course of her life forever, making her feel quite fluttery while he was at it. Humans aren't supposed to know Jonas Cantrell or any vampire exists. It's kind of a major rule. Despite his instantaneous bond with perfectly peculiar Jenny, he has no choice but to erase her memories of their one and only meeting. That was the plan. Before a reluctant Jonas can wipe Jenny's mind clean, she reveals a secret that brings their worlds crashing together. Human and vampire, past and present, darkness and light, and while their love is strictly forbidden, it might be the only thing that can save them. And so this is a standalone novel. Okay. I'm good. And then, yes. So, and then another pre-order of mine came in, and that is The Beast by Katee Robert. She released this early. I'm really excited. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to come out in May, so next month, and it came out like a couple weeks ago or like last week or something. And this is book 4 in the Wicked Villain series. So we had Desperate Measures, which is Jafar and Jasmine, and One Worthy Opponent was Tink and Hook. I can't remember what the other one was called. That one was Hades, Hercules, and Meg. This one is The Beast, Belle, and like Gaetan or Gaston. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Let's see. Oh, I also got this one. So I got Hades and Persephone by Erin Kinsella. This is Olympian Confessions. Don't know what that is. Guess that's the series. But it says, Persephone is a goddess without a title, even though her relatives include the Lord of Light, Goddess of Wisdom, and the Queen of the Gods. She's only known as the daughter of her mother, something that leaves her feeling frustrated. She longs to escape Mount Olympus to discover who she truly is. Hades is a god of the underworld, and when family obligations force him to attend a festival, he sees Persephone and knows what he's looking at, a vibrant young goddess aching to break free. So begins an unlikely and tentative friendship that allows Persephone to cultivate her curiosity and blossom as a goddess in her own right. The two escape to the underworld together, infuriating Persephone's mother, the goddess Demeter. Crops die and mortals begin to starve as a consequence of Demeter's wrath, and Persephone has two choices. Take charge of her own life to abandon the person she has become by returning to Olympus. Take charge of her own life or abandon the person she has become by returning to Olympus. Passion swirl, violence erupts, and the fate of the world is at stake as gods and goddesses let loose in Olympian confessions. I love Hades and Persephone. Yeah. I just love a good Hades and Persephone retelling, so we will see if that is one of them. Okay, I did buy also this book. And I bought this book because if you've seen my May TBR, really? Okay. Well, whatever. The cover's gone, but Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. If you saw my May TBR, you'll know that's on there. So that's gonna be something. Alright, so that's pretty much it for the ebooks. Kind of, I'm pretty sure. But that's all I can really remember. So, we'll go with that. I also bought Believathon 2, The Compendium, Journey to the Stronghold. So this is just a little book that Gavin over at How to Train Your Gavin, or Gavin Hetherington, if you've been following him for a while, created. And it's literally just a booklet for his readathon in May. So he's hosting his Believathon, the second round, for 2 weeks in May. So it's just a whole bunch of reading, some middle grade or children's fiction, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I mean, I was like, I want to support him. This is really cute. I would love this for when I am reading for that readathon. So again, this is in my May TBR where I actually show it off a little bit more, but I did order this one, and that says Enter the Land of Make-Believeathon, Believe in the Impossible Readathon. So I didn't get to what's it called? I didn't get to actually why can't I think of words? But I wasn't able to take part in the first round, so I really want to take part in this round. Alright, and then the next book I have is The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. It's no surprise that I love T.J. Klune so very much. I read Wolfsong and Ravensong this year, and I absolutely loved it. I read Ravensong for this readathon, the Owl's Magical Readathon. I read it earlier this month. I read Wolfsong, I want to say in January, and I absolutely love them so much, and I've heard nothing but good things about this. Riley from Riley Marie just raves about this, and I can't remember who else, but somebody else was raving about it, and I just really want to read it. So it says, A Magical Island, A Dangerous Task, A Burning Secret. Linus Baker is a by-the-book caseworker in the Department in Change of Magical Youth. At 40, he lives in a tiny house with a devious cat and his old records for company, but his quiet life is about to change. Linus is summoned by extremely upper management and given a curious and highly classified assignment. Travel to an orphanage on a distant island and determine whether 6 dangerous magical children are so dangerous. In fact, that they're likely to bring about the end of days. When Linus arrives at the strangest of islands, he's greeted by a series of mysterious figures, the most mysterious of which is Arthur Parnassus, something like that, the master of the orphanage. As Linus and Arthur grow closer, Linus discovers the master would do anything to keep the children safe, even if it means the world has to burn. Or worse, his secret comes to light. So this is a male-male romance, from what I've heard. It's got to do with magical children. It kind of feels like Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, just a little bit. Just with, like, the peculiar children and everything. and them being in this like orphanage all alone, stuff like that. This is adult. I know it kind of seems middle grade, but this is definitely adult from what I've heard, and I'm so excited. Oh, okay, so it says like 1984 meets the Umbrella Academy. One person was saying. Actually Gail Carriger is saying that. And also Shannon McGuire is blurbing this. I'm so excited for this book. I didn't know he was bringing out another book, and when I heard everybody raving about it because people were getting it for review, I was like, mine, I'm ordering it. And I ordered it like last week sometime, and I was like, great, I'm not going to get it until like the end of May, but then I got it really early, so now I think I'm going to have to read it in May. So that's going to have to happen. Alright, and then lastly, I got this big package from Barnes & Noble. I ordered these weeks ago, and I'm just now getting it. See what I mean, though? I ordered those from Amazon, I ordered this from Barnes & Noble. And I figured Barnes & Noble would ship faster. But, guess not. Why is this so hard to open? This is, like, super hard to open. This really doesn't want to come up. I'll get it. Oh, that's fine. Okay. I'm not getting all of it. That's fine. This is like glued really well. Oh, okay. I got it. Oh, man. So, yeah, we've got some books in here. Okay. All right. Ordered 3 books. Oh, yes. Okay. So I ordered 3 books. And, I was like, I really want books. And I was just feeling like I really wanted to order some things, so I did. Of course, some of these are a little bent, but it's fine. First one I got was a Happy Ever After playlist by Abby Jimenez. I read this earlier this month and absolutely loved it. So I had to, or was it earlier this month? Or was it late last month? Something like that. I read it earlier and I loved it. I read this for review and it just came out at the beginning of the month. So I had to pick this up. I just really love this book and I wanted it for my collection. But this one is the companion to The Friend Zone, which I enjoyed. The ending kind of dropped my rating a little bit, but I still really enjoyed that. But I like this even more, so I'm really happy to have this. Okay, let's see. I also picked up The Lovely War by Julie Berry. This one is inspired by Greek mythology. I believe it's love and war that are warring against each other or something like that. So in the perilous days of World Wars I and II, the gods held the fates and the hearts of 4 mortals in their hands. Hazel, James, Aubrey, and Colette, a classical pianist from London, a British would-be architect turned soldier, a Harlem-born ragtime genius in the U.S. Army, and a Belgian orphan with a gorgeous voice and a devastating past. Their story, as told by goddess Aphrodite, who must spin the tale or face judgment on Mount Olympus, is filled with hope and heartbreak, prejudice and passion, and reveals that, though war is a formidable force, it's no match for the transcendent power of love. Okay. The thing is that normally I don't read World War, I don't read war fiction. And I really don't go into World War I or II. But this is told by goddess Aphrodite. So it's like inspired by Greek mythology, but you know, it's got some wartime. So we will see how this goes. I've heard really good things about this. I'm hoping to love it. I'm hoping to love this book. So we'll see. It's actually kind of hefty. It's pretty tall. I figured it'd be just a little bit shorter. But this is a tall paperback. You see. This is just a regular paperback. So it's tall. And I don't mind. Like, I really like how it looks. And I'm really hoping to really love this book. So we shall see how that goes. And lastly, I'm pretty sure I ordered The Lovely War because of Riley, from Riley Marie, because I get a lot of my recommendations from Riley. But I for sure bought this book because of her. And that's The Library of the Unwritten by A.J. Hackwith. So it says, join the library, raise hell. Many years ago, Claire was named head librarian of the Unwritten Ring, a neutral space in hell where all the stories unfinished by their authors reside. Her job consists mainly of repairing and organizing books, but also of keeping an eye on restless stories that risk materializing as characters and escaping the library. When a hero escapes from his book and goes in search of its author, Clara must track and capture him with the help of former muse and current assistant Brevity and the nervous and sweet demon Leto. But what should have been a simple retrieval goes horrifyingly wrong when the terrifying angel Ramiel attacks them, convinced that they hold the Devil's Bible. The text of the Devil's Bible is a weapon in the power struggle between heaven and hell, so it falls to librarians to find a book with the ability to reshape the boundaries between heaven, hell, and earth. This sounds amazing. Damn, like, this sounds really good. I'm probably gonna love this book. I have a good feeling about this book. So that's it for me. These are the books that I bought. Like, these are the physical ones that I bought. And I'm really excited for all of them. The only one that I've read, though, is this one. But that's fine. Like, I'm good with that. So, yeah. That's it. That's my book haul, guys. It's not a whole, it's not a lot. I've kind of, reined down my, my book buying. The only thing is that, what's it called? I've bought a whole lot of other stuff. So I haven't really reined in all my other shopping. But book buying I've kind of been okay. But we'll see how May goes, because May is like the biggest month for books. So we'll see how that one goes. But yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again with another. Bye. Happy reading and stay safe.